Good morning, everyone. It is Monday of the last week before winter break, so let's get our learning started. I am coming to you first thing in the morning. I made sure I got to school really early since on Friday I had to leave so suddenly because they were closing the school earlier than usual, and I had just finished putting down the rug, the floor table, arranging the seats, so I wasn't able to finish my lesson plans for this week. So I made sure I came in this morning early so that I can finish just that. I am also picking my books for this morning's gift of reading. So since it's Monday, I'm gonna have 2 students pick books today so that everyone has an opportunity to open a holiday book that I get to read to the class and also get their little squishy from our classroom advent calendar. I also forgot to take my magnet advent calendar home with me over the weekend. So today I'm going to be unwrapping 3 magnets with the students. So can't wait to see what those are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do some preparations for this morning. I have about 45 minutes before the students come in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Lesson plans are complete, the gift of reading is up, the students' do now assignment is on their desk, and it's time to pick them up so we can get our day started. We just wrapped up our day of learning. It is the end of the day and it went pretty well. I didn't have time today for writing because of different things that we had to make sure we got up with in reading since I'm giving the test earlier than usual. I would usually just give the test on Friday, but because Friday is the last day before the holiday break, I knew that wasn't going to be a good day. So we're actually going to give the reading test on Wednesday. So just because of that, I had to actually push writing for tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have some time to do that. But other than that, we pretty much had a really good day. Spanish was canceled today, so I was able to use that time for the reading so we can get caught up with those strategies. And this is how our agenda ended up looking. As you can see, we had a chunk of reading time this morning, and we did all of these different things. We are going to finish delivering justice and this graphic organizer tomorrow. We were like halfway through the story, but I did allow time in my lesson plans to do that because it is a long story. And this is what I mean, moving writing over and Spanish being canceled. In math, we got through those lessons and we got through everything else the rest of the day. I'm also very excited that I got to read Mr. Popper's Penguins, and we're halfway through the book. The book has 20 chapters and they're pretty short. I want to say that 5 chapters takes me about 15 minutes to read to them. So we did that, plus we did the gift of reading, which was 2 books along with the Mr. Popper's Penguins. So we actually ended up doing that this morning as well. And in math, we had a really good lesson, which came from the Engage New York module that the district had us work on equivalent fractions. So having the students see another way of making equivalent fractions, not just multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number, but also dividing them by the same number to find another fraction that is equivalent to that. And then I had them take out their pages for homework, and I went over the strategies to compare fractions because that is a lesson that's coming tomorrow. And on Wednesday, they take a mid-chapter checkpoint on the first couple lessons at that chapter. It's just a lot that I'm planning. And I did have somebody ask me how my planning process is, so they get to see my agenda to kind of have an idea of how I plan my lessons. But I want to let you know, our district is a very big district. So we have different subject departments, and they publish different pacing guides that we have to look at when we are planning every grading period, or every quarter, I would say. So I kind of have a pace as to how the district expects me to teach the different content. With math is usually building up, but we're also doing prerequisite lessons to make sure that they learn those unfinished learning from third grade so that they can connect it to the new learning and be kind of caught up because of the pandemic and them knowing that children actually missed learning. So there's a lot of unfinished learning that we kind of have to try our best to supplement as we plan. And the same thing with Wonders is a new curriculum. It is not similar to the old Wonders that I used to do. Before, we used to have like weekly reading assessments. This time we don't call them that. This is a special curriculum that was made for Florida. So I have a progress monitoring assessment that I give for every 2-week period. And then week 5 happens to all be done in 1 week. But we could potentially use week 6, which is like a catch-up / assessment / special project week. So if we want to make that 1 week, week 5, extend it to 2 weeks, we could do that too. That was an option that was given to us. Sorry, that's kind of long-winded. Maybe in a separate video after Vlogmas, I can explain a little bit more about my planning process. But yeah, I have to look at the standards and see what are the best strategies and activities to help my students understand those. And then I supplement it with different things that maybe the district suggests, or that I myself, as a teacher that's been teaching for now 21 years, kind of has an idea of what are the best activities and strategies to use for those kind of skills. I hope that kind of makes sense. But again, I'll explain it more in a future video. All right, so actually, I want to go ahead and show you the sketch notes for social studies. That's where we ended today. We finished our sketch notes for chapter 4. We even did the lesson game, which I had planned for my lesson plans tomorrow. We did it today. So tomorrow, the students are going to take their tests for social studies chapter 4. We can wrap that up, and I can use maybe some of that extra time for writing since we didn't get to that today. So here are the finished sketch notes. They're not completely finished because I do want to go over the rest of it with my Flair pen, my black Flair pen, and add some colors so it kind of comes alive. So we had left off here last week. So today we did a timeline, and this is great because in reading we're going over timelines and how they're used to show events in chronological order. And this section really gave way to that. And it was great to make that connection from reading to social studies. And then I kind of drew a little guy that looked like Henry Flagler just to make that note about him. And we went ahead and drew the notes for this section, which talked about 2 industries specifically, the phosphate mining industry and the tourism industry. So we took our notes there, and that is it for chapter 4. In the future, I want to make more activities that involve art or involve group work, maybe for chapter 5, because it's a tourism kind of thing. I want the students to create a poster and do like a jigsaw puzzle. That would be when we come back from break, because we're not teaching that chapter. I mean, I'm behind, but I'm not going to address it until we come back from break. But maybe do a jigsaw puzzle activity where I assign a different section for the different groups, and they're in charge as a team to create a poster and then teach their classmates about what that section was about through that poster. Maybe since we have our Chromebooks, not even a poster, but maybe a Google Slides that they can create, or a Microsoft PowerPoint that they can create and then share with their classmates to teach them about that specific section of that one. And that one is about the different places in Florida that tourists go to. So that one will be really great to do a jigsaw puzzle on and, add some fun projects in social studies. All right, I'm trying to think about what else I wanted to go over with you, because I do want to get out of here. The room feels kind of warm. It's getting back to that warm feeling. It's weird how the AC in this building works. Sometimes the room is great, and sometimes, like today, it's kind of warm. I don't want to stay here too long. I do have Orange Theory this afternoon. I know that last week I missed my Thursday class, so I'm back today, and I'm going to be back on Thursday. And if I have to buy an extra class later on when I'm in winter break, I'll do that. But for now, I do want to go to my workout today. I feel pretty good to go, and I have some errands to run before I do that. I got to put gas in the car, got to buy some things at Target. If not now, maybe afterwards. I digress. But all in all, it was a really good day of learning, and the students were super excited about our new classroom setup. During recess, a lot of them hung out at the library area at the floor table and checked out some of our library books, which is great. So it was a pretty great day, and I'm very happy about that. Let me grab my things. I don't think I'm going to end the vlog here yet. Maybe I'll show you what I end up doing afterwards. We'll see. I've made it to Orange Theory. I actually ended up staying a little bit longer in the classroom because I figured, let me just put the agenda for tomorrow all ready to go because my future me is going to thank me. And then I forgot that I needed to pull my iReady usage reports for last week so I can turn it into my administrator because they do incentives for the students that meet their minutes and passed 2 or more lessons. So I did that before I left, and now I'm at Orange Theory. So I'm gonna have to do the other errands after Orange Theory, including putting gas in the car. So let me go ahead and get this workout done. I had a great workout. I am back home. As you can probably tell by my face, I'm really tired. I did have something to eat. Now I'm just gonna shower, get ready for bed, call it a night, and tomorrow is another day. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this Vlogmas day 13. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.
Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.